Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. It is Tuesday. Today I'm finally getting my days of the week correct. So we're good on that front. I hope that wherever you are today, you had a nice sunny day. Even if you didn't get to go outside, just like embracing the natural light. And if not, it's okay. You know, we're bound to take one day at a time, and maybe tomorrow will be a little bit better. If this is your first time joining me tonight, amazing. Welcome to your practice. All you need for tonight's flow is your mat. So just make sure it's set up somewhere that you can see me, somewhere that you have a little bit of space. If you need a little bit more support during your practice, you can always use your water bottle as like a block, a really tall block. But as always, I'm happy to be here with all of you. And we'll get started right on time. So just make your way to your mat. In this evening's practice, we'll begin in a child's pose. So go ahead and get settled. Finding your child's pose, separate your knees as wide as your mat. Just getting into the hips right away. And if that feels like a little bit too much, you can bring the knees together and even rest your arms down by your sides. So that you can hear me, I'll be finding a comfortable seat instead of a child's pose. If you'd rather take a seat, that's totally cool. But really, ultimately, what I want you to do is find a shape that you can settle into so that this practice can go as smooth as possible. It's okay to have a hiccup or two, of course, that's bound to happen. But see if you can set up from a really grounded place. Even if you don't quite feel grounded mentally, maybe somewhat physically, could support you. So if you're in your child's pose, let your eyes close. If you're in a comfortable seat, also allow your eyes to close. We're gonna start tonight's practice really slow. I don't know about you, but I had a really packed day. So I was feeling a little bit sleepy before this, so don't worry, this practice will definitely give you the tools to wake up. But I read a quote earlier just about the value of taking our time and what that really looks like. So I'll read it to you. It's from Alex L. The quote says, "To genuinely appreciate life and enjoy the process of living, you must be mindful, intentional, and patient. Stop hurrying. Honor the sacred act of taking your time." And it was so interesting because today, being back in the city, I was just like racing everywhere I was going. And I'm not used to that. I'm used to taking things really slow, taking my time, moving with intention, and it was almost like I jumped right back into this like rat race of life. And it wasn't until I got home and I really slowed down that I thought about all the wonderful things that happened today already. All the wonderful things that just graced my presence, and some of them were super small. It's not really until we slow down that we enter this book of awareness. Let's call it a book of awareness, where we flip through the pages and we get to actually see all that we can be grateful for, all that lifts us up. And all that it takes is your attention. That is it. That tool that we all possess that sometimes we use, sometimes we don't. So in tonight's practice, we're gonna work on capturing the attention on an intention. So whether that's to slow down, to find a sense of calm, sense of peace, or to energize yourself. Whatever your intention is, start to place your attention on that right now. Allow your intention to fill your body up. And then together, we'll start to get on the same page with the breath. So begin with an exhale out of your mouth, part the lips, take a big sigh, empty all the way out. And then seal your lips, let your breath come in through the nose, fill all the way up to the top. Let it go, breathe out, exhale. Good, one more. In through the nose, fill all the way up, wake yourself up with that fresh air. Open breath out. Good, now continue to breathe here on your own, but keep your mouth closed. Allow your breath to come in and out of the body, starting to heat the body from within, and also creating something for your mind to focus on, that attention that we're starting to build. Breathing in, breathing out. Now wherever you are, open up your eyes. If you're in a child's pose, start to rock forward to hands and knees. If you're in a comfortable seat, just swing your legs back behind you. Hands pressed down, toes are untucked. As we always do, take a big breath in, drop the belly down, pull the heart forward, wake up the chest, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine, press the mat away, look up at your collarbone. Good, again, inhale, belly drops down, heart pulls forward. Exhale, round the spine, press the mat away. Now we're gonna pick up the pace a little bit, breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, belly down. Exhale, round the spine. Now you can take this at this pace, maybe even speed it up a little bit more, but really link the movement with your breath. You have about 10 more on your own. Waking up the core for 5, 4, 3, 2, come back to a neutral spine. Make sure the hands are beneath the shoulders. Now step your right toes to the back of your mat and then shift forwards and backwards, waking up the entire right leg. So think the glute, the hamstring, the calf. And then finding stillness here, press down into both your hands. Hover your right toes off of the mat and lift your right leg about hip height. Now point the toes, flex the foot. Point the toes, flex the foot. One more time, point the toes, flex the foot, keep it flexed. Start to bend your right knee. Now imagine that you're trying to step on the ceiling with the bottom of your right foot, and then just take little pulses up and down. This movement is really not big at all, but you're gonna feel it in your right glute. If your shoulders feel tight or if this is too much pressure on your wrists, you can always do this down on the forearms. Try to keep your hips square here, so that instead of opening up the hip, you're really isolating the glute muscle. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up. And then extend your leg long again. Point the toes, pulse it up and down. Really activating through the glutes tonight, waking up some muscles that we don't always use. Keep breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower your toes to the ground. Drop your right knee and then separate your knees as wide as the mat. Bring your hips back toward your heels, child's pose. Just for a moment, slowing things down, recognizing what you just did. Breathing in, breathing out. Let your next breath in take you forward, hands and knees. Make sure the knees are hips width distance apart. Step your left toes to the back of your mat and then rock it out forwards and backwards, waking up the left leg. And then pressing down into both your hands as you find stillness, start to hover your left toes off of the mat. Flex the foot, then point the toes. Flex, point, flex, point, and then flex the left foot. Keep it there. Nice and strong leg. And then bend your left knee. Imagine that you're trying to step on the ceiling with the bottom of your left foot. And then just start to pulse up and down. You might even feel this in your right glute because you started to warm it up. Again, if this is too much on your hands, come down to your forearms. I know for me that feels a little bit better. And then continue to work on squaring the hips. So instead of opening the left hip, dial it down. Flex your left foot so there's a lot of power in the back leg. Good, stay with me. 5, 4, you're breathing. 3, 2, 1. Extend that leg long. Once again, this time point the toes and then little pulses up and down. Ooh, good. Warming up the legs. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step your foot down, drop the knee, hips to heels, child's pose. One big breath in, slow down, recognize what you did. Full breath out. Inhale, rock forward, hands and knees. Exhale, tuck your toes, lift your hips, down dog. Pedal through the feet. And then move one hip side to side at a time. Get into the legs, the hips, the glutes. And then with your next breath in, rock forward, high plank pose. Now I know you know in your plank that your upper body is involved, including your core. Can you really use the legs? Kick back through your heels. Breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Again, inhale, plank pose. Activate the arms, activate the legs. Down dog, exhale. One more big breath in. Downward facing, breathe out. Find a pedal through your feet. Gaze forward. Now tiptoe to the top of your mat. Our first forward fold, the knees are bent quite a lot. Grab onto opposite elbows. Separate your feet, hips width distance. Give yourself a little bit of space. And then you can rock side to side. And then switch the grip, opposite elbow. Good. Now release the grip that you have. Keep a soft bend in your knees and just start to roll up through the spine. Press into all 4 corners of your feet. Once you get to the top, shoulders up, back, and down. Forwards, down, and back. Good. Now finding stillness, press into the bottoms of your feet. Reach your fingertips down. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale, reach both arms up and over your head. Exhale, forward fold over the legs. Now from here, chair pose. Bend your knees, drop the hips, weight in the heels. Breathing in, breathing out. Hands can always come to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, breathing in, pull your heart forward. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step your feet back, high plank pose. Kick back through the heels, breathe in. Hold it as you breathe out. One more inhale. Down dog, exhale. Take a big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step, hop, or jump to the top. Halfway lift, big breath in. Forward fold, breathe out. Inhale, rise all the way up, reach up. Forward fold, exhale. Chair pose, bend your knees, drop the hips. This time, see if you can pick up all 10 of your toes. Inhale, stand up, chair pose, exhale. Inhale, press into the feet. Exhale, sit back. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, breathe in. Exhale, sit low and hold. Breathing in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step back into your high plank pose. Stay for the breath in. Stay for the breath out. One more inhale. Down dog, exhale. Big breath in. Notice what you're doing. Big breath out. Look forward, inhale. Exhale, step, hop, or jump to the top. Halfway lift, breathing in. Forward fold, breathe out. Inhale, stand all the way up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, big breath in. Stay as you breathe out. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, sit lower. Inhale, stand up. This time as you exhale, wing your arms back. Good. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, wing your arms back. I like to keep my feet separated just to activate the outer glute. You can do whatever you need here. Last few. Inhale. Exhale, last round. Big breath in. Exhale, stay low. Reach your arms forward. Breathing in. Forward fold. Breathe out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step your feet back. High plank pose. Big breath in. Stay as you breathe out. Hover your right toes. Inhale. Exhale, step your right foot down. Inhale, left toes hover. Exhale, lower. Good. Inhale, right. Exhale, lower. Last one. Inhale, left. Exhale, lower. Downward dog. Big breath in. Full breath out. Look forward. Inhale. Stay present. Exhale. Step, hop, or jump. Halfway lift. Breathe in. Forward fold. Breathe out. Inhale. Stand all the way up. Reach up. Forward fold, let it go. Chair pose, inhale, bend the knees, sit lower, exhale. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, sit low, reach back. One more, inhale, press down, reach up. Exhale, sit low, reach back. Send your arms forward, breathe in. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step your feet back, high plank. Stay as you exhale. Hover your left toes. Breathe in. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift right. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left. Exhale, lower. Inhale, right. Exhale, lower. High plank. Breathe in. Down dog. Breathe out. Sweep your right leg up and back, down dog split. Then bend your right knee. Start to open up your right hip, but see if you can bring your right heel closer to your left glute. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, kick up and back. Exhale, right knee, left elbow, so you're crossing the body right away. Inhale, down dog split. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. Step your right foot to your right thumb. Runner's lunge. Tap your left knee down, untuck your left toes. Inhale, sweep both arms up. If the shoulders are tight, bring the hands to the top of the leg. Otherwise, continue to reach up. Turn your pinky fingers in, let your shoulders soften. Breathing in. Exhale, hands to the ground, shift your hips back. Lengthen through your right leg for a half split. Pull the right hip back, reach the left hip forward. Continue to flex your right foot. Good, breathing in. Breathing out. Now, keep your legs exactly as they are. Bring your left hand outside the right foot and start to walk your hands over to the right. You're gonna continue to press your right heel down into the mat. Breathing in, breathing out. Start to walk your hands back to the top, freeing your right foot. Rebend your right knee. Now tuck your left toes under, lift your left knee. Start to crawl your fingertips forward, supported warrior three. Bend your right knee quite a lot in this first supported three. Keep pressing down into the bottom of your right foot. Then your left foot, your back foot stays flexed. Kick back through the left heel. Now once you get the upper body involved, look forward. Bring the crown of your head closer forward. Breathing in, forward fold, breathe out, let it go. Inhale, stand all the way up, reach up. Forward fold, release. Chair pose, bend your knees, drop the hips, stay here. Wing your arms back behind you. Shift the weight more into your heels. Can you sit a little lower? And then pulse it out, up and down. Take your time. Good. Breathing in, breathing out. Chair pose, reach the arms forward. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, hands to the ground, step back, high plank. Inhale. Stay as you exhale. Right toes hover, exhale, lower. Left toes hover, exhale, lower. Plank pose, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Inhale, left leg reaches up and back. Exhale, bend your left knee. Open up the hip. And as you flex your left foot, try to bring your left heel closer toward your right glute. Breathing in. Breathing out. Down dog split, big inhale. Cross the body, exhale, left knee to the right elbow. Stay, breathing in. Breathing out, down dog split. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. Step your left foot to your left thumb. Runner's lunge. Take a moment here, knees over the ankle. Tap your right knee down, untap the right toes. Big breath in, reach both arms up. And then take a moment here to soften through the upper body. You can always bring the hands to the top of the left leg. Take a moment here to collect yourself, to just notice where you are, to breathe where you are, and be grateful that you even made it here tonight, right? Big breath in. Exhale, hands to the ground. Frame your left foot and pull your hips back. Lengthen through your left leg any amount. You're in that half split. Flex your left foot a lot. Left hip pulls back, right hip pulls forward. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Now bring your right hand outside the left foot. Start to walk your hands over to the left. And then keep pressing down and forward with the bottom of your left heel. Left foot is flexed. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Start to walk your hands back to frame the left foot. Rebend your left knee. Tuck your right toes under. Lift your right knee. Then the fingertips crawl forward. Supportive warrior 3. Bend your left knee for this first round. Flex your right foot a lot. Then once the legs feel supportive, reach the crown of your head further forward. Good. Look forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more inhale. Exhale, step to the top, forward fold. Breathing in, stand all the way up, reach up, palms press. Exhale, let it go, forward fold. Chair pose. Inhale, bend your knees, drop the hips. Stay low, reach your arms back. This time, diver's pose. Pour the weight into your toes. Lift your heels off of the ground. Then involve your shoulders, involve your arms. Let your arms support you so that you don't fall forward right away. Take a big breath in. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, breathing in. Exhale, hands to the ground. Step your feet back. High plank pose. Stay as you exhale. Hover your left toes. Breathe in. Exhale, lower. Hover right. Exhale, lower. Hold your high plank. Breathe in. Down dog. Breathe out. Sweep your right leg up and back. Down dog split. Exhale, knee to nose. Round the spine. Step your right foot to your right thumb. This time, straighten your right leg any amount. Modified pyramid pose. Feel your right hip pull back, left hip pull forward, and you're balancing on the ball of your left foot, so your left heel is lifted. Take a big breath in. Fold deeper, breathe out. Now start to bend your right knee. We're coming up to a high lunge. You can bring your hands to your hips. Check in with the lower half of your body. See what's going on. And then you can either keep the hands on the hips or start to reach the arms up and over your head. Now bend your front knee more, bend your back knee a lot. So you're hovering, both knees are bent a lot. Inhale, straighten the legs, use the glutes. Exhale, bend both of your knees, get low. Good, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend and hold. Start to pulse it out. Start to breathe deeper. Bring awareness to this challenge. Not about the fact that it's super hard and you can't get through it, but the fact that it's hard and you're showing up anyway. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, warrior 2. Open up to the left. Spin your back heel down, bend to the front knee. Then for a moment, straighten your right leg, breathe in. Exhale, bend your front knee, warrior two. Use your glutes, use your hips. Continue to open up your right knee toward the right. Breathing in, breathing out. Inhale, exhale. Reverse triangle, stretch your front leg, breathe in. Exhale, bend your front knee. Cartwheel your hands to the mat, low lunge. Press down into your left palm, peel your right arm open, and then make your way into a side plank. Now, for this first side plank, you can always tap the left knee down and lift the right leg. Maybe that feels good tonight. Otherwise, both feet are stacked. You can always hover your right leg here. Good, breathing in. Exhale, come back to your high plank. Big inhale. Down dog, breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Sweep your left leg up and back, breathe in. Exhale, knee to nose, round the spine. Step your left foot to your left thumb. Straighten your front leg, inhale, modified pyramid pose. Fold deeper as you breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Now rebend your left knee. We're coming up to that high lunge. So the whole idea here is we're stretching the glutes and we're strengthening them. We're going back and forth to build as much energy in that part of the body as we can. Now, bend your front knee more, bend your back knee more, get really low. And then breathing in, press into the bottoms, the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend both of your knees, get low. Good, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Last one, inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend, pulse it out. Remember, you can always bring the hands to the hips. Keep breathing. Recognize the challenge. Recognize that you're here. This is how we appreciate ourselves. For showing up, for putting in the work. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, warrior two. Spin your back heel down, bend into the front knee. And then for a moment to reset, straighten your front leg, big breath in. Exhale, bend your front knee. Soften your gaze beyond your left hand, super focused. Super present on what you're doing and why you're doing it, intention. Inhale, exhale, breathing in, breathing out. Reverse triangle, inhale, straighten your front leg, reach up and back. Exhale, bend your front knee, cartwheel down. Right hand stays down, left arm peels open, take a twist, and then make your way into that side plank. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot. You can always tap the right knee down. Maybe you float the left leg. Breathing in, breathing out. Last one, inhale. Exhale, swivel back, high plank, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Inhale. On your exhale, walk your hands all the way to the back of your mat, forward fold. Feet are hips width distance apart, chair pose. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Stay low, reach your arms back. See if that helps you go further. Yes, weight in the heels. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, wing your arms back, chair pose. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, reach your arms back. Last one, inhale. Exhale, reach your arms back. Stay here. Arms forward, breathe in. Breathe out. Now stand up, breathe in, arms overhead. Shift the weight into your left foot. Lift your right knee toward your chest using your core. Then from here, kick your right heel forward out in front of you, breathe in. Forward, using the right glute. Maybe both hands grab for behind the foot. And then if you have the foot with both of your hands, pull your shoulders back. Good, breathing in. Then as you breathe out like a pendulum, swing it back, standing split. And then forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, hands to the ground, step back, high plank, breathing in. You can hold your high plank, or if you're craving a chaturanga because we haven't done one, go for it. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Full breath out. Start to walk your hands to the back of your mat. Feet are hips width distance. We'll find a chair pose. Bend your knees. Drop your hips. Stay low. Reach your arms back. Get a little lower this time because you can. Inhale, press down, stand all the way up. Exhale, get low, wing your arms back. This time, inhale, stand all the way up. As you exhale, step your right foot back behind you, curtsy squat. Bend both of your knees, pulse it out. So you want to get really low with this pulse. It's not like a little pulse like we did before. It's more of like bending and straightening. Good, last 3, 2, back to your chair pose on 1. Bend your knees. And I'm going to angle here for this side. Step your left foot behind the right. Bend and straighten, pulse it out. Curtsy squat. Good. Keep breathing. Last 3, 2, back to your chair pose on 1. Bend your knees, drop the hips. And as you inhale, stand all the way up. Left knee toward your chest. Flex your left foot, use your core. And then kick your left heel forward, activate the hamstring. Inhale, bend your left knee. Exhale, kick it forward. Last one, inhale, bend, lift higher. Exhale, kick it forward. Take a big step forward. Warrior 3. So that glute activation is here. Hips are square. And then flex your right foot more to activate the right glute. Press down into all 4 corners of your left foot. Breathing in. Breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. Chair pose. Big breath in. Sit lower. Breathe out. Inhale. Stand up. Left knee to chest again. Hands to your heart. Cross your left ankle above the right knee. Figure 4. If you did so on the other side, you can always bring your fingertips down again. Just make sure you're not carrying any tension in the head and the neck. If you feel it present, just move your head around as you stretch. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more inhale. Exhale, start to bring your hands back to heart center, right hand to right hip, left hand to the outer edge of the left foot, and then start to kick your left heel forward. If you did so on the other side and it's accessible here, maybe your left knee is bent like mine, you can see it. Keep pressing down into your right foot. Breathing in. Breathing out, release like a pendulum, swing it back, standing split. Let your head and your neck be heavy. Big inhale. Forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift, big breath in. As you exhale, hands to the ground, step your feet back, high plank pose. This time stay here in your high plank. Start to shift the weight into your left hand. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. Right arm feels open. Side plank. Good. Breathing in. Breathing out, maybe you hover your right foot, flex your right foot for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to your plank, right hand down. Pour the weight into your right hand, left arm peels open, side plank. Again, you can stay here. You can drop the right knee or start to lift your left leg. Flex your left foot, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, high plank on 1, breathe in. Down dog, breathe out. Whew. Big inhale. Big exhale. From here, sweep your right leg up and back. We're setting up half pigeon. So bring your right knee forward. Lay your right shin across the top of your mat. Flex your right foot a lot. And then just look behind you. Make sure that left leg is nice and long. Right foot stays flexed. And you can start to walk your hands forward if that feels comfortable. If not, you can always come down to your back and take a figure four shape on your back. And really use this cool down as a way to slow down, as a way to recognize where you are and what you're doing. Yoga really doesn't have an impact on us unless we pay attention while we're doing it, right? It doesn't mean we're not going to zone out, but if we were to do yoga every day and not think about or acknowledge the fact that we're doing it, it's like, what's the point, right? Acknowledge the good things that you do for yourself. And then the more you acknowledge it, the more good things you'll also attract. Take your time, slowly start to walk your hands back up, press into both your hands, and then step back to your down dog, shake it out once you get there. Then we'll take the second side, sweep your left leg up and back. Exhale, bring your knee forward, lay the left shin across the top of your mat, setting up your half pigeon. Left foot is flexed, right leg is nice and long behind you. Nice and tall as you breathe in. As you exhale, start to crawl your hands forward, maybe the head and the neck drop. And whenever you're having a difficult time focusing during your yoga class, you don't need to focus on what you're doing in the pose or the alignment or all those things, because that's going to overwhelm you, especially on those distracting days. But what you can do, something really simple to focus on, is the breath. And that's why we really use it and we pay attention to it in all these shapes, because it's always there. It's always the same. Taking your time, start to walk your hands back up. This time shift the weight into your left hip. Swing your legs out in front of you. Give them a nice little shake. Whew. And then reach both arms up and over your head. Flex your feet. As you exhale, fold over the legs. Breathing in. Breathing out. And take your time, start to roll up through your spine, move your hips forward, make your way all the way down to your backs. Once you get to your backs, hug your knees into your chest, setting up our last shape, happy baby pose. So grabbing for the outer edges of your feet, your shins or your ankles, whatever's accessible to you, and then really pushing your lower back into the ground. We're going to have a nice, intentional, long Shavasana tonight, because I know it's the pose that we usually skimp out on. Wherever you are, release the grip from your feet, extend your legs long, let your arms rest down by your sides. So tonight you knew class, or I think you knew class was 45 minutes. Right now it's 6:39. So because you plan to be here for 45 minutes, can you also plan to show up for Shavasana the way that you did your entire practice? This pose, even though it's so simple, even though it feels like you're doing nothing, this is where scientifically you reap all the benefits of your practice. So is it worth doing? In my opinion, always yes. Let your arms rest down by your sides, palms facing up, receiving the benefits of your practice. And then let your eyes close. as slowly as you entered into this shape. Can you also take your time getting out of it? Begin to wiggle your fingertips, wiggle your toes, starting to move the body nice and slow. And with your next breath in, stretch your arms all the way up and over your head, point the toes, extend the legs a little longer. And taking your time, begin to bend up your knees, plant your feet on the ground. Softly allow your knees to fall to the right, using your right arm as a cushion for your head. Instead of rushing up into your seat, slowly plant one palm down at a time. And once you arrive, cross the legs, sit up nice and tall. At this point in your practice, all of the physical work is done, but the mental energy is still present. What's the point of doing yoga if we don't recognize how good we are for showing up for it in the first place? Everything good that we do in this life for ourselves and other people is only good if we recognize it, if we label it as that. So just recognize here that you took the time out of your day to show up for a long period of time, to take care of yourself. Let that good energy continue to radiate through you, through the rest of the night, the rest of the week. Bring your hands to heart center, open up your eyes, tuck your chin to your chest. We'll close tonight's practice with one round of breath together. Take a big inhale through your nose, fill all the way up. Let it go, exhale. Eyes open up a little wider, corners of your mouth lift. And then bow at yourself in gratitude. Namaste. Ooh, thank you everybody so much for coming out tonight, for waking me up, because I know I needed this. I hope you are all having a wonderful, wonderful week. If you have any questions about tonight's practice or anything in general, I'm here for you. If you want to donate for tonight's practice, my Venmo is right there. Otherwise, no worries. I will see you all tomorrow night at 6:30 p.m. I'm doing a Drake-themed class, so get ready for that. All right, everybody. Oh, thank you, Raquel. So good to have you, babe. Have a good night.